Just so you know, Daft Monks is half talk show, half actual play campaign that features adult language and topics. Viewer discretion is advised.
On this episode of Nat One Presents.
And then you hear a clap, and then you look upstairs, and there's a creepy, gangly, greasy-looking, pale-skinned vampire. Welcome, my children. Welcome. It seems you have made it to me party.
Sounds like the Godfather and Transylvania.
I don't know what else to fucking say. This is his voice now. This is his voice. Adventure, heartwarming stories, role-playing that could only be seen by the gods. Here at Nat One Presents, you get all that and more. Now join us as we start another epic tale of
Just kidding. This is Nat One Presents, a tabletop role-playing game podcast that takes your favorite nerdy games and pop culture icons and ruins them with improv.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Nat One Presents the podcast. What's wrong, Nate?
Nothing. Honestly, we just recorded a session right before this, and I was this rough voice, and I did that for an hour. So I might just talk like this the whole time.
I'm fine with that if you want to talk like that.
No, not at all.
Okay.
What do you got to talk about today? I hear something funny kind of happened, or something you made fun of in another episode has basically come true.
Right. So key points: Goblin caves. You can't get enough of them.
That
apparently.
guy.
Yeah. D&D is apparently chock full of goblin caves. Any person we talk to, I just got done battling in a goblin cave. So speaking of that, our number one fan, Kyle.
Thanks,
Thank you, Kyle, out there, number one fan. He leaves comments that we can actually read and understand. Thank you again, Kyle. Recently shared with us that he actually did his first, D&D experience.
Right.
And
everyone remembers their first name.
Believe it or not, it involved a motherfucking goblin cave.
Yeah, everybody's first time is in a goblin's cave, apparently.
Crazy, but he did tell us about how he chose the ranger class, and it wasn't that bad, which, honestly, Kyle, I know you're our number one fan and everything, but you are full of shit, man.
Wrong. Play any other class.
Any other class than ranger. Come on, man. But your wife had a good time, and she picked a correct class because it was not ranger. But that's nice. We like to hear stuff like that from our fans. So that's why Kyle has been nominated this episode, this week, as our number one super fan. Thank you, Kyle. And thank you for sharing your experience of Dungeons & Dragons with us. We're glad that maybe we helped a little bit in bringing you to the table to throw down some dice.
If you want to share more stories like that so we can nominate you as another super fan, maybe not number one because that'll probably always be Kyle.
Yes.
Then go ahead and pay $1, just only $1, to join our Patreon, and you can be part of our Discord. You can just comment on Patreon, however you want to do it. You can just be, tell us what's going on. Tell us, connect with us,
And leave a comment and have it make sense. Yeah, Dad, I'm talking about you, man. Come on. I don't even know what that means. I love you.
I also love your dad, but one of the comments I had to ask you about, I thought it was like an inside joke. It says, I make wind.
Right. I have no idea what that meant.
I don't know what that means.
But who am I to judge? At least he's listening and he likes the show. Yeah. So thank you out there. But seriously, Kyle is our number one super fan right now. Thank you, Kyle. And since we're on the topic of Goblin Caves, I recently played a session with One Shot Dungeons, which was really good. But believe this, Nate, you're no way in a million years are you going to believe this. The episode, we fought in a motherfucking Goblin Cave, fucking crazy.
No way.
Oh,
you were level 1 naturally, right?
No, actually, we were level 6, which was really nice. But I was kind of grumpy when I made my character, so I was like, F this. I made the lamest character I could possibly make. It was a fighter class. He had 10s in all of his stats. No proficiencies in anything because I was like, F this guy. He's average, because I felt average at the time. So I just wanted to play an average guy. And for the subclass, I picked the worst fighter subclass that you can pick. And that is out of the Sword Coast Adventures Guide. And that is the Purple Knight Dragon, who gets one benefit that you can use one time between rests, and that's all he gets. And I didn't even use it.
What is that? I'm not familiar with that class.
So all it is you're just a knight. And it was before they came out with a better knight class. And the only additional perk you get is on your second wind, you can heal a friend.
Wow, that's
other than that, it's all just base fighter stats, and it's awful.
So what I like to say is thank you, One Shot Dungeons, for having us on the show. Nate is kind of like that band member who only eats green M&Ms. He's a huge diva, but he is also, I think you would have had a lot more fun with him. I'm more of just like the business, and I didn't even know that class existed.
It was still
talking
fun.
About
it was still fun.
Yep. And so if you're listening, go ahead and give One Shot Dungeons, check them out. They're on social media, on Twitter, Instagram. It's just, as it sounds exactly, One Shot Dungeons, all one word. They're a cool tabletop RPG pod that brings new guests each week, and they usually drink and play D&D.
Right.
Super good time. Nate had fun. So give their show a listen at some point. I don't know yet. Hopefully they actually air the episode you were on.
Right.
I wasn't there. Hopefully you didn't totally turn them off to D&D.
I definitely think it's airworthy, but I do like the setup that they got where it's like a campaign and then they invite new people coming in.
Have you seen, they have photographs on their Instagram. Their setup is so much more legit than ours.
Right.
Yeah. They have like a much bigger table, like way, like they actually do like a full screen. Like they actually, it's almost like they really play the game.
Oh yeah.
Where here I got some dice for show that I forget how to use sometimes.
Half the time here at Nat One Presents, we don't even throw dice anymore. We just start talking. But that's why you're here.
That's why you're here. At least one time I made up a number that was on a die.
I've done it numerous times. Usually, when I lie about my dice roll, it's to actually fail. Like, I'll roll a nat 20 and be like, ooh, 11.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I like to fail more than succeed. That's my life.
Well, that's what we do here. So speaking of new friends, we have a couple new patrons. I want to thank, they're both friends of mine from college days, college buds. Dan and Billy, thank you for your support. It's only $1 and they know better than anyone. It's the best 99 cents they've ever spent once a month, even though I think they both pledged bigger tiers, but who's counting?
I know. We're talking about you, Kyle, by the way. Like, come on, bump it up, man. You're our number one super fan.
Number one fan.
Bump up that next
like
tier.
it.
Yeah, come on.
Like it.
Come on. I'm not calling you out in front of everybody. Come on.
Really, if you listen to our last episode, we recently announced we'll be having, for just the $1 tier, access to a bonus episode once a month. So an episode you will not find on our podcast, will be available on the Patreon. So check that out. And there's some, a little bit of reshuffling and some new benefits to some of the lower tiers. So
just a general rework on things.
If you haven't, become a patron yet, now is the time to do it. And if you're still not going to do it, wow.
Well, thanks for listening anyways,
Well,
but fuck you. It's just $1. Come on. I appreciate you listening to my voice, but it's just $1. It's 90.
Good Lord.
Come on, it's 100 cents.
What do I have to do? Start an OnlyFans? Like, good
Right.
Lord. Like, I'll do that to force you to pay the Patreon because you don't want to see that.
Right.
So
Nobody wants to see me without a shirt on. It's just
to see that.
disgusting.
Anyway.
I'm grossed out. Just $1.
Just let's see. Body shaming aside, what are we doing today?
Okay, today we have kind of a new segment we're going to try out. D Hunters, which is short for Dracula Hunters.
That's a name in progress, right?
No, I don't know. I like it.
Right.
I hope it sticks.
We're going with
kind of like a Vampire Hunter D kind of deal,
Yeah.
but like D Hunters.
D Hunters.
Two
On the
dudes.
prowl.
Yeah, out here hunting D. Like, but the idea is that we are bringing back Belmont and Van Helsing for their own little jaunty skit, through their adventures. And hopefully this sticks and people enjoy it. And I hope everyone out there likes the name D Hunters because I came up with it and I think it's fucking hilarious.
It is here to stay, and it's unfortunate, but here we are.
D Hunters. So, how do you think we want to start out with this thing? Folks at home, everything we do is all one take. Nothing is broken apart, edited, anything like that. Usually, me and Nate message each other throughout the day. Chris is involved too. He's behind the scenes right now. And then we're like, what would be fun? Okay, let's put Van Helsing and Belmont back together and have them do something. And then we sit down in front of the mics and camera and go at it.
Yeah, with the exception of they were in an episode of D&D Deathmatch. That is when we roll up a character sheet. But aside from that, we wing everything. So it's not only that, we really don't know how to edit. I'm sure you guys have noticed from watching the show. So doing it in one take, it's easier if we just go with the flow. And so that's what you get. But it's a good time. Nate and I love, on one hand, we love to do these, if you listen to Roleplay for One, these big, campaign one shots. We love that. I like to balance it sometimes with just some, chaotic, unscripted, just roleplay. I think both are fun. You know, you can have fun, and like a good party in any tabletop RPG, Call of Cthulhu, D&D has both of those.
Yes,
I think, you know, it has the planner, you know, ideally your DM, hopefully, or keeper, and then of course it has players who are willing to just go with the flow and roleplay. And when you get a good combination of both of those, it's a really good time, and that's what we're hoping to achieve here on Nat One. We're not all fun and games. Sometimes we're trying to actually entertain you.
Hopefully
it's only $1.
Just $1. How dare you? Okay, so I'm thinking.
Yeah, I didn't answer your question at all. I went on a huge rant.
It's fine. After the last episode where the succubus died, eventually, she died eventually. Let's say Belmont and Van Helsing join teams together. They're together now, out there hunting D, out there searching for D through the darkest corners in the backest of alleys. They are looking for D, you know? And so everyone knows D is short for Dracula.
For Dracula.
And it just so happens Dracula's dinner party is coming up soon.
His annual gala event.
Ooh, yeah, gala, hunting for D.
Hunting for D at the gala.
We have a lot of fun here at Nat One Presents. So I think that's the thing is somehow we scored an invite to this through one way or another. We scored an invite to this dinner party, and we're going to show up. And I think we start right outside the front gate, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a bit.
Okay, here you go. Belmont, my boy. Here we are. We've made it.
Yes, I never thought we'd quite actually make it to Dracula's castle. I mean, usually like one or the other, but together as a team, we have accomplished the impossible, which is function in a duo that actually accomplishes things.
Oh, Belmont, my boy. Of course we'd make it on time, and of course we made it. When you put two heads together as beautiful and succulent as ours, we can accomplish many great deeds. But we got here. Where do we go from here?
Yes, well, first of all, good job on stealing that invitation to those occultists. And so tonight, apparently, Dracula does this big event, this big, he calls it a gala thing. Yeah. Big party. And so this is our time. He won't expect it, what's coming. And, you know I've told you a lot, Trevor Van Helsing, that I've had dinner with Dracula, and he's a nice guy.
Oh, me too, on several occasions.
Yeah. The truth is, though, that never happened. Okay, that first time that we fought, you said you had dinner with him, and I felt a little outshined. So then I rubbed it in your face when I saw you on the side of the road and pretended to have dinner with him just to make you feel a little bad. But I don't know the guy. I don't know the guy, and we need to kill him because he's the source of all evil in this world.
Oh my God, Belmont, my boy, this is completely eye-opening for me.
I know he's your friend, but...
No, if we're going to be completely honest with each other, I've never met the man-creature either.
No way.
Yes, absolutely. You're out there hunting D, and you get all sweaty and you want to glisten up for the ladies afterwards, and you start telling stories, and eventually those stories stick, especially when someone like Jerry comes along and starts spreading these rumors about you.
Oh, yeah, you know Jerry.
You remember Jerry. But Jerry's old news now. But also, I am so sorry that I lied to you. This is my first actual encounter with Dracula, and I don't know where to go from here. This is my actually first time this close to the castle.
Really, it's kind of on me. Frankly, everything you really ever told me has been a lie, or an exaggeration, at least, to some extent. So, Frank, I don't know why I believed it. Why would you actually be able to meet Dracula? Yeah, and I say it ironically. I don't actually believe that's how he says it. You said that's how he said it. But, of course, if you haven't met him, that also must be a lie. But... All right, good. Well, I was worried you were going to have maybe some reservations about killing your friend, but,
Oh, absolutely not, Belmont, my boy, because either way, he'll die.
Eventually. By our hands. 2 hunters after the D.
After the D.
Why did we start shortening it? I almost think it was better to just say Dracula.
We got into that argument about whether to call it Dracula or Dracula, and we just decided to shorten it to Drac, and then everybody was like, oh, why are you calling it Drac? That's really weird. So then we decided to shorten it even further to D, so now we are out here 2 guys hunting for D.
Yeah, nothing weird about that. Okay.
Nothing at all.
All right, so here's our chance. We're going to, on the count of 3, we're going to charge, knock down the door. Now, I don't know much about the interior of Dracula's castle, but I'm guessing there's probably like a big old hallway and like a dungeon.
I've heard it's extremely pleasant.
Yeah, I hope.
Yes.
So we can't expect to find him immediately, so we're gonna have to work fast. We get in, we take out whatever obstacles we find in our way, and we ascend to his chambers or wherever he's hiding, and then that's when we'll do the deed. And the faster we do this, the less time he has to react, and the more likely we will accomplish the big deed, as it were.
I'm sorry, Belmont, my boy. I was staring at my own reflection. You shouldn't have given me this mirror as a gift earlier.
I didn't give you a mirror.
Well, either way, I found this mirror, and I've been looking at myself gloriously. All I've heard is we need to get in there, quickly, grab D, and just shake him vigorously until he explodes. Is that correct?
Just follow my lead.
You know I always have your back.
Yes.
Okay, so we start like walking to the gate or something like that.
I imagine like in their head, like in Belmont's head, it's kind of like dun 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 dun, like big epic music, and then he's like thinking of like blueprints and like forms, and then like what's going on in Van Helsing's head, like
okay, in my head right now, it's that big tuba, and it's like. And like that's all that's going on in his head. He's like, man, I'm one handsome devil.
All right. So we like go down the hill. Do you think we like encountered? Is there anything outside of Dracula's castle? Does he have like security or anything like that?
Ooh, I'm gonna say since it's the dinner party, probably not, because there's probably like a shit ton of bad guys inside.
Yeah. Just our luck, Van Helsing. They didn't even post security. What a rookie this D.
I agree 100%, Belmont, my boy.
Or is it a trap?
Ooh, that is a good point. Should we just walk in the front, or should we go over there to that sign that says secret cave entrance, do not enter?
That seems a bit too convenient.
I'm all about being convenient. But whichever you decide, I shall follow briskly.
I bet he wanted us to see that sign, not believe it was real, instead of discovering it on our own. And so that way we actually would go through the front door. But I say, let's do it. Let's take the secret cave entrance. That is very ambiguously noted.
I agree with you 100%, my boy. It's one of those traps within a trap where he's tricking us, but we know that he's tricking us kind of deal. Yes.
He doesn't know that we know.
Right, exactly. It's the good old-fashioned sucker punch, if you will, and we're not falling for it this time.
Not this time,
This time. Let's go through that cave.
Good. I'm glad we discussed this at the front door.
Wide open. There's like other monsters like walking past us. Like, what the fuck are these two doing? Fucking getting their way inside.
You know, I'm going to cut for a sec and just say, did you ever, I have not actually played any Castlevanias, but I've actually watched Chris is into the series and I've watched him play. And so like entering in through like a cave, and usually there's like a waterway or something that you like go up into. That's very like Castlevania, I feel like. I don't know.
Ooh, perfect.
Okay, I'll get a thumbs up from Chris because I said it. So
that means it's locked in.
So
it's canon.
yeah, so this is like kind of canon. This is actually maybe something that would happen. Hopefully the castle doesn't like flip upside down or any nonsense like that. Right. But yeah, okay. So we enter the secret cave.
Yep. Top secret. Belmont, my boy, it's awfully dark in here. Do vampires have any kind of like night vision or anything like that? I can't see a thing in here. My mirror has gone dark.
Yes. Well, here, let me light this.
That's a little better though. Let me turn the angle. Ooh, perfect. I'm ready to move forward whenever you are.
Yes. Well, what are we going to do about this water? I'm not about ready to do some swimming.
I agree 100%. It's took me 45 minutes to get my hair to look this way. I'm not just about to walk through some water. Did you bring one of those newfangled contraptions, that's shaped kind of like a bell and it expands out and it like blocks water from hitting you on the head or anything?
No, definitely not. So here's what we're going to do. I have a whip and I'm going to latch onto the stalactite and you're going to hold on to me, kind of like that woman hangs on a Tarzan. And then we're going to swing across and do that a few times over this like little inner cave ravine thing.
You have no problem holding my weight?
Absolutely not.
Okay, very well.
I mean, a couple weeks ago when I found you on the side of the road, you were morbidly obese.
Yes.
But making you walk 300 miles multiple times to find the castle has actually worked out, and I'd say you're in the best shape of your life.
I feel it. I miss the wagon. I miss Jerry. I miss being fat and comfy, you know. I could sit down in any chair and people would look at me and be like, man, that's a comfy looking guy over there. But those days are behind me. I'm holding on. Let's do it. Whip the whip.
You've never been in better shape to get the D. That's what I like to say.
Sometimes you got to be ripped to get the D.
Okay, here we go. And I'm going to include, we're going to do like an acrobatics and a strength.
Ooh, I like it.
Why don't you do the strength to hold on to me, and I'll do the acrobatics to get by. So just a little D&D element. I don't want to know. I'm still looking for my die. Okay, so I rolled 19. So, yep, of course, Belmont, the competent one, he like whoosh, and grabs it around, and then was like, let's go, my boy.
And I grab on, and I rolled a 3 to hold on.
So you immediately slip out of my hands and just in the ravine.
So as soon as the water touched me, I'm like, and then fucking fell down, splashed in the water. I'm going to swim to the edge where you made it safely. Try to swim over there. Belmont, let's not do that again. I told you I was too heavy for you to hold on to me. You know my grip strength isn't what it used to be ever since I manhandled that succubus in that tavern.
I'm sorry, Van Helsing. I got a little carried away. It's just, ever since those speakers disappeared, I'm used to having someone, by my side, literally attached to my hip and swinging from place to place and with swingers.
Oh, yes, swingers and hunting D. Those two go hand in hand together.
Yes, well, I'm sorry. Here, why don't you dry off? You can use here's my fur jacket thing that I always have on me.
Oh, no worries, Belmont, my boy. I'll just shake off like a dog. All right, let's press forward. I will be fine.
You got me all wet. Yeah. Okay, so let's say we made it through the whole cave thing, and we arrive at there's just gonna be a door at the end of the cave, and maybe it has some like inscriptions on it.
I imagine like a little montage going on where there's a couple like pitfall traps and stuff, or like punji pits sticking out where like you're dodging all this stuff and I'm like still looking in the mirror and somehow I miraculously survive. But like you were actually doing a good job, like working your way through it. And then we get to that door.
Okay. I bet there is some kind of magic trap on here.
Do you really think so, my boy?
Absolutely. There's no way they would just let us walk right in. I mean, granted, the front door was open. I saw the butler. He gave us a weird look. But this entrance is probably sealed of some sort.
I agree 100%. Let me try something that swamis have taught me over the ages, handed down their secrets to me when it comes to opening magic doors. I'm going to give it a shot if you don't mind.
All right, do it.
That's it. That's all I got.
The door was actually not even like latched, and so it just like slides open. Like, by God, Van Helsing, you are one hell of a man.
I knew those swamis were onto something, especially that Greta girl. She was so smart and unimaginable. The mind of that woman teaching me that you knock on a door before entering, saying something about manners of some sort. That's all I got from it.
I hope one day we get to meet that druid witch thing.
She's out there living the best of life, saving the planet. I'm sure she'll make a cameo in some future episode here at Nat One Presents.
All right, so we walk in, and now we are like, I don't know, like maybe just like a couple doorways down from the front door, like that we like went through. It's like, good work. We've entered. What's the like? We've infiltrated.
Yes.
Thank you,
Chris.
Our producer, Chris, who's there to teach us words. We've infiltrated the castle, Van Helsing. Now, we must rush quickly. Now they must be alerted. I'm sure there was a spell that identified that we entered the room or something of that sort. So we must act quickly. Which way?
Very well. Let's take a left here and go upstairs. But before we get started, Belmont, look at these decorations in here. This is nothing like I would have imagined. It's all dark and gloomy, and there's spears on the walls. Where are the red crushed velvet curtains, and the candelabras and the wine pouring from cups?
As you think, a man like that Big D would have invested in some decoration. Like he invented science, alchemy. You'd think he would have at least invented some interior design.
Right, or at least hang up a couple mirrors in this joint. How am I supposed to inspect myself?
You do know vampires can't see themselves in mirrors.
I have no idea what we're hunting, Belmont, my boy. I've never seen a D in my life.
Oh, I don't believe that.
Oh, I guarantee it. The closest I came was that succubus was the scariest monster besides that werewolf that I thwarted. No, if we're being honest, I didn't thwart that werewolf. I've only seen a couple monsters because usually I give them the letter and then they leave town. And
Yes, we've covered all this. Thing. I know you're basically a huge champ, but
yes.
Okay. All right, so we'll take a left here and, some stairs. Do you think we know where we're going?
No idea. Do you think people know that we're here? Like, there's like people like in the hallways, like eating hors d'oeuvres and shit, like watching us.
Yes, well, they're all just trying to act natural and get ready for an ambush. Listen, I'm going to sneak up behind one of them. I'm like pulling you close. I'm like talking in your ear.
Yes, I'm listening.
I'm going to wrap my whip around their neck, and then you're going to interrogate them and help us find where Dracula is.
Very well. I am down for whatever you are.
Okay,
My boy.
I got you.
Time to talk, devil monster. Where's the D? Tell me where the D is. I have a real hankering to find the D. Tell me where the D is.
Oh, why? But please stop. Please. First of all, I can't breathe. Second of all, I really wasn't really worried about you. I heard you talking the entire time, and if I was going to report something, I would have just said it.
Man, side note right now, to break character, your goblin sounds just like my goblin, and I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Listen to me, you little green trollop of some kind you are. You will tell me where the D is and where I can find it. Otherwise, I'm going to give you a good old-fashioned 1-2 maybe sucker punch.
Okay, you're throwing a lot of things out there, like 1, 2, and a D, and I just listen. If you want something, I don't know if I'm the guy or goblin to give it to you.
That's it. I punch him.
Oh, God. Ugh. Listen, okay, whatever you want. Just please leave me some self-respect, okay? And he starts to like unbutton his shirt. Like, please don't.
No, not that. We want to know where the D is. Now give me the D.
What are you talking about?
Okay, baby. Okay, we're getting a little off topic, but let's settle something right here and right now. You know the man. Is it Dracula or Dracula?
Oh, yeah. We just call him Drac around here.
Son of a bitch. I knew it. I told you, Belmont, that they call him Drac.
This is not the time. We'll talk about it later.
Well, for our purposes, we're calling him D, Mr. Goblin thing, sir.
So you just mean Dracula.
Yes, where the fuck is he? Where's the fucking D?
Oh, well, literally, it's a giant straight hallway that leads to a room that leads to another room, and directly in front of it, that is where Dracula's chambers are.
I don't know anything about monster architecture.
No, but there's signs that say this way to Dracula's party.
In English?
Yes, and Goblish, and Orc, and pretty much every language in the
punch him again.
Oh my God.
I'm like, don't you talk back to me, you lowly creature.
Yes, I am lowly. I'm the new guy here. You don't have to pick on me, all right? Like a couple weeks ago, people kept just bursting in my cave, killing people, and then I fucking got this University of Phoenix degree and thought my life is going to be better. Nope. I'm fucking working over here at the castle in Dracula's castle. You know what I do? I clean the latrine. Do you know what a latrine is?
I assume that's a woman's name.
It's a place you take a dump.
So
I get aspirations.
Also a woman?
I paid $40 an hour to a therapist who told me if I get a University of Phoenix degree, I was gonna be a super adventurer. Nope. I got an internship at Dracula's castle, unpaid, mind you, to clean the bathroom.
So let me get this straight. You were tricked into killing your own people so that you can clean toilets?
I mean, hey, I heard you done worse, Van Helsing.
This is besides the point. We're looking for the D. I have a hankering for
before you punch me again, I told you where the D is. Go back the way. Oh, God. I only have like 4 health, and you punched me 3 times. So let's just don't hit me. Go back the way you came, and then just literally go straight. It's literally straight. That's all you got to do.
Very well. Belmont, my boy, do you believe this creature? I'm like whispering loud enough that obviously the goblin can hear.
Without a doubt. Van Helsing, what does he got to lose? He cleans a bathroom, for God's sake. I mean, honestly, he probably wants us to kill Dracula.
Very good. Before we move along, though, I've always wanted to try something. And I like grab the goblin and go put his mouth on one of the steps of the stairs and then give him a Kirby. Very well, my boy. That's what I've always wanted to do. Let's move along.
Roll for damage because you punched him 3 times. I'm pretty sure he has 4 health. That's a D20.
What do you think? Just a 4?
Yeah, roll a D4 to see if he survives. Nope, he's dead.
Okay.
Or he's incapacitated.
With his job.
Like, that's it, Van Helsing. I like that killer instinct of yours. With that, we will definitely get the D, we will take the D, and we will just write it around and strangle it.
I agree 100%, my boy. I'm thinking about just grabbing the D with my bare hands and just squeezing it, you know? I'm so frustrated by this D.
I just remember that our 2 biggest fans are like our moms. Who listen to this show. I'm sorry, Mom.
They know what's up.
They know what's up.
Kim, Brenda.
Yeah. Okay, so we leave that goblin just passed out after being curvied, and we are running up the hall now. Like, dude, Belmont is excited.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
Trevor is like, finally, like, my whole life, my whole clan is dedicated to killing Dracula, and I might be the very first one to actually do it for real. I mean, they do it, but then he comes back. But this time, we're gonna get him, Van Helsing. Like, he's not gonna come back.
And I might be the first Van Helsing ever to actually see a Dracula.
Wait, are all your is the entire Van Helsing line full of con artists and scammers?
Oh, absolutely, Belmont, my boy. Your clan has actually been learning to slay this beast. Meanwhile, my clan has been learning to reap in all the benefits.
Wow, I literally thought it was just you. Like, you were just the bad seed of your clan.
Oh, no, we've been doing this for generations.
Just a bad clan.
Yes, but you know, we have our pluses too.
Which are what?
Our hair care products are top notch.
I mean, the hair is good. It's in the right place. It's in a good place.
Yeah, it's a brand called Corporation Corporate. You can't really get it anywhere else. It's made from the blubber of baby seals.
Wow. You really know how to tie in pretty much everything.
I'm just winging some shit out here, you know,
Excellent.
my boy.
Ah, there it is, the grand doors to what I would imagine Dracula's chamber.
Ooh, it looks like there's some kind of way to access this, maybe, but not by normal means. What does that look like to you?
It looks like a door.
Yes, I agree now that I'm not squinting at it.
So do you want to try that Swami thing? Or I think it's a little too obvious.
Yeah, they worked on that last one, but maybe on this one we need to be a little bit more risque, if you will.
This is the party, right? Like, let me see the invitation before we burst.
Oh, yes, it's here.
It says, you are cordially invited to Count Dracula's yearly anniversary gala event. Must be monster, must have killed, and must be at least 6'7". Mm-hmm. How tall are you, Van Helsing?
I'm at least 6'7".
No, you absolutely, humans don't get that tall.
No, I do not.
Look, you don't have to be embarrassed about your height. I guess I'm 6'1", and you're a little shorter than me. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing maybe 5'10".
Yes, absolutely. I'd say I'm 5'10".
Well, neither of us will check out. So here, what if you got on my shoulders and then we wrap the cloak around me and then they'll think we're a monster. You just say, really, anything you ever say sounds horrifying and dilapidated. So we'll go in and you'll pretend to be a monster and then ha-da! And you'll, do a thing with your weapons and then I will take the whip out and they'll never see what's coming. Because, all the monsters of the land could be in there. Are we ready for that?
I was born ready, my boy. Now hop on. Or am I hopping onto you? Which?
You hop on.
Okay, I will hop on
you're not good with the mobility.
Yeah, you saw me earlier. I fell in that water like a sack of potatoes.
That's on a good day.
It's really embarrassing. Yeah.
You're like a cat with no legs.
Yeah, it's really
kind of like a jelly bean cat that doesn't move or bounce.
Full of...
Okay, get on my shoulders.
Okay. Get on your shoulders.
Let's roll we're going to... Okay. This is why Chris is here.
Yeah, say it.
It's a fail for me for strength.
I got a 3 too.
So we fail strength and dex. So Chris, you tell us what happens, and we'll repeat it into the mic.
So you guys are going up to the door. You both failed. So we're gonna say you hop up onto him.
Uh-huh.
He's like buckling a little bit. You're falling forward.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna say you just crash right through the door.
Like burst.
You face first.
We burst through the door. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
face first on the ground. Embarrassed.
All right. Like, Van Helsing, I said you lost weight. I complimented you earlier, but you fucking are heavy as shit.
I told you I have this problem. I think from the waterfall, I got water in my ear, and now my balance is all unnatural.
Oh my God.
These things happen.
Look. They're looking at us.
Oh my God. This would probably be the worst time to tell you, Belmont, my boy, but I left all the weapons back at the room. I am just standing up here with my mirror looking like a fool in front of these monsters. Hold on, I'll break the mirror. Now he's got a little piece of glass.
So we look around and we'll do like we'll just describe the scene for a sec. So it is like a big party, and there's just like all kinds of monsters. It looks like the Frankensteins are over in one corner, and I see what looks like some mummies in another corner, some like swamp monster thing, whatever. It's kind of like every like
Hotel Transylvania.
Yeah, it's like Hotel Transylvania. Like they all just happen to meet. There's some werewolves. There's just some like weird demon, lots of demon things.
Yeah, for sure.
Just skin, burnt skin with jabs and wings and shit.
Terrifying to look at.
And like, yeah, they're all they're terrifying monsters, but they look real relaxed. Like they're just kind of like around these like little like I don't know, just like these like cocktail tables with drinks and food.
Oh, okay, like a banquet kind of deal.
Yeah, and they look like not at all really surprised or really startled at all.
Like they're just having a good time.
Like they're just having, like for a second it went quiet when we burst through the door, and then music just started back up, and they went back to talking. I'll say that's what happened.
Belmont, my boy, like, is this usually what happens when you fight monsters? Do they go about their business?
No, it's something very odd. 3 possibilities here, I'm imagining. One, we are under some kind of incantation, where they have tricked us, our minds, into thinking that this is just some kind of casual get-together and that we are not a threat at all. That can't be very likely. So number 2 would be that they can't see us, and that we have
we are invisible.
We are invisible.
Yes, an old Swami trick. That's probably the case, but still give me that third option just in case.
The third option, this is very, very unlikely, but the third option is we are not a threat.
But look at me. I'm chiseled now.
Yeah, no,
and have this little piece of glass.
That's the thing, though. Look, don't look at you. Look up. There's actually a screen that has us on it.
Oh, wow. Look at the technology these monsters have. Oh, do I look that fat, Belmont?
What do you think these little tick marks are at the side? There's one that says clumsy, and then there's one that says D, and then like a kind of like a funny, is that an emoji? Just like a smiley face?
They look like comments of some kind, which people should be leaving. If they love a show enough, they should leave comments that you can read and understand correctly.
That one from Kyle says, wow, these guys really suck, but I love watching the show. It's like a train wreck I just can't look away from. Smiley face, thumbs up, high five emoji.
Well, that Kyle guy sure knows what he's talking about, but everybody else in the comment section sucks.
Oh, well,
what's with that middle finger emoji? And what's with the word sus? Everyone's saying sus. I don't even know what that means.
Sus. It says they can't be this stupid. Sus. I think the short one is actually gay. Sus.
Obviously, they don't know us very well at all. No, my boy.
What's going on here?
Who is that?
I like stand up. No, it's me. That was Belmont.
No, that's what I said. I'm
Look at
confused.
us. There are 2 D hunters in this room.
Hunting for D.
Not a single one of you even broke a sweat or looked around. You can't be bothered to put down your cheese wedge or your fancy rosé. Is that hors d'oeuvres?
And then like you hear a clap, and then you look upstairs, and there's a creepy, gangly, greasy-looking, pale-skinned vampire. Welcome, my children. Welcome. It seems you have made it to me party.
Sounds like the Godfather and Transylvania.
I don't know what else to fucking say. This is his voice now. This is his voice.
It's canon.
This is his voice.
Let's go with it.
Now I don't even know what to fucking say. Please, take a seat. Mamma mia.
Van Helsing, is that... I've never really seen what he looks like. There's no photos. He doesn't photograph. He's not in mirrors. Is that Drac?
No, Belmont, my boy. That's his nephew, Vinny. He's Italian vampire. He's from Italy. He must be inviting us upstairs to talk to real Dracula, which I'm sure will have a different voice.
Thank goodness. I feel like I could not have taken him very seriously if that was his actual voice.
No, me either. The good thing he's going to have a different voice coming up as soon as we make our way upstairs and actually talk to the real D.
No, but I'm not done. I am pissed off. I've killed monsters before. Okay, yeah, you're kind of a nobody. You've actually not met any of these, but like, hey, Mr. Werewolf, I killed one of your werewolves before, huh? What do you think of that? And she's like, like, well, I don't speak werewolf, but I think he says very impressive. Oh, no, look at the comment wall.
Yeah, he just left a comment.
What a loser. That was just a random puppy.
Instead of hunting D, they should be sucking D. I don't quite understand. Why would I suck Dracula? That doesn't make sense.
He wants to suck your blood. It's a Dracula joke.
No, I don't quite understand. And then there's like another emoji of an eggplant and a squirty and some lips. I don't understand what's going on here.
Ridiculous. Hold on. We need answers. I'm not gonna embarrass myself by go finding Dracula or Vinny and without knowing. Listen, hey, beautiful lady over there. Your beauty eludes you. What are you, an angel, a siren?
Hey, you doll. Yeah, I'm just a siren over here. How can it, how's it going for you?
What is a siren like you doing in a castle sealess place like this?
I got invited as a +1 from my Tinder profile pic. And then once I got here, my date kind of ditched me. So here I am just sitting at this table all by my lonesome. But it's a shame what they're doing to you, doll.
Well, you can't be by yourself. There's a bunch of empty plates all over the place.
I've been eating all the free Reubens I can find, doll. It's a mess over here. I've been slapping rye together with sauerkraut and Thousand Island. It's all over my face, doll. I just don't know what to do about it. I'm a mess. I'm a porky piggy today.
You are beautiful. All right, I'm gonna roll a persuasion and a performance. I'll do 2. I want to try to like seduce her and get her to tell us what's going on. So my persuasion is an 11, and we'll let our producer Chris decide if these count. But an 11 for persuasion, and that's really far. A 15 for performance. It works. Okay, so you're kind of, I'm about to hit on you, and she's gonna like it. So
doll, you make me blush.
Yeah. There's nothing in the sea more beautiful than you. You are like if Atlantis was made of gold and platinum and then rose to Olympus and melted into the tears of an angel.
That's great, doll. That's just great.
So listen, what's going on at this event? What is that projected magic image mirage on the wall?
That's some of that Dracula magic. It's really crazy out here, doll. And then nobody's my friend here, so I'm just going to be completely honest with you and tell you what happens.
We're your friends. Yes, tell us the truth.
You actually got the invite to this dinner party because they are making fun of you.
No, we didn't. We stole it.
Have you noticed the raven that's been following you since you showed up at the gates?
What raven? Turns around and like, like right there.
You see his eyeball like...
Holy shit, has it been there the whole time?
What the fuck is that thing, Belmont, my boy?
No, it doesn't make sense, Siren. Listen, what's your name again?
Sheila. Sheila Reuben in my face. It's a family name.
Sheila, it can't be possible. We stole this invite from a monster family.
No, it was given to you. I'm pretty sure one of these guys just walked directly up to your buddy over there and handed him the letter and was like, hey, you need to come to this party.
Van Helsing? You said I know you didn't lie to me again. You said you acquired this through espionage and skillful tact. What happened?
Actually, Belmont, my boy, I was using the bathroom and some guy approached me and said, here you go, friend. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And then I read it and I'm like, this is just what the D hunters need to get in to hunt that D.
Wow. So you're saying, like, this is like a whole, like, dinner for schmucks thing? Like, everyone's making fun of us, Sheila?
Oh, yeah, doll. They're making fun of you. They leave comments, and then Dracula actually gives like 100 gold pieces to whoever has the best comment. Oh, look, there's more popping up right there. Hold on, I'll put one up there. These guys are fucking gay.
God damn it. I'm going to turn around and, like, whip the crow, and just, let's see if I'm going to roll to hit. We'll say, does an 8 hit? No, I hit the chandelier and it like drops on like
the werewolf guy.
Yeah, the werewolf. Yeah, it's a god damn it. Well, the jig is up, and we are no joke. Dracula may have invited us here, but that was his mistake. We will still achieve the D tonight. We will make that D wish it wasn't in our face.
I agree 100%, doll. I've been hunting the D my whole life and have yet to find a D I could conquer.
Yeah, well, Thank you, Sheila. You are the only friend we maybe have, and when I kill Dracula, I will make sure to be kind to you and to maybe return you from whence you came, like a whale that beached on the sand, but pushed back into the ocean to become huge again.
Del, you really speak to me. And then she leaves over and starts typing.
Okay, all right. Well, where? How do we find Dracula?
Well, first thing you want to do, Doll, is bypass Vinny up there. He's a little slow. I don't know if you can tell from his voice. It's not that intriguing or nice or anything. It seems like a guy kind of like had a half idea and then started saying it and it didn't really come out the way he wanted to. Like, that's Vinny through and through. You're going to want to bypass Vinny completely. You never want to see him or hear from him ever again. You're just going to walk right by him. Maybe give him a head nod. If he starts talking, plug your ears and just keep fucking walking, you know?
Excellent. And then just right upstairs is Dracula's quarters?
Oh, yes. He's actually right next to the projector. He's got his own little screen, and he's reading all the comments. Oh, look, he just put a comment up there.
Okay, this is getting old. Let's go.
Very well, my boy. Let's lead the way. Thank you, Sheila, for your time. Anytime, doll. I'm here all week, you know. Rubens.
Don't make eye contact with them. We are better than this. We are no joke.
Belmont, my boy. Let us talk to this Vinny character, and then we shall proceed to slay the D.
Yes, and Helsing, I am just pissed off royally. I cannot believe he set all this up, made us look like fools, and that his cousin has a weird accent like that.
Yes, what was that even about?
I don't even know. Let's go find out.
Like my cousin Vinny kind of deal, but with like a vampire. We're going to get to the bottom of this, and I am still upset about that whole middle finger emoji.
God damn it. All right, let's go.
All right, hey, you there, fat, greasy-haired vampire. What's your deal and what's going on here?
You gotta do the voice. You gotta do the voice. The Marlon Brando with like marbles in your mouth.
I can't even remember how it went.
Imagine like the Godfather, but a Dracula.
Hold on, let me think about it. Okay. This is for the Patreon. It don't fucking matter. We love you guys no matter what. Well, fuck it. This is gonna edit it. Okay. Oh, shit. Blah 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 blah. Dracula is not what you think he is. Now it's like a Christopher Walken type fucking deal.
Use your vampire voice. Weird greasy man.
Oh, thank God. Yes. You know what? We're gonna fucking skip Vinny. Fuck Vinny.
Okay.
Hey man, I was eating a sandwich when you talked to me earlier. Yeah, name's Vinny the vampire. Yeah, Dracula's in that back room, but I really don't think you guys want to fight him.
Oh no, we definitely do. We are sick. We cannot. He has made a joke and a mockery of the D hunters.
Absolutely right, Belmont, my boy. This D must be slain by our bare hands. Yeah, about that. Look,
we will not take the sitting down.
Dracula was kind of like, he had an accident, you know. He's, I don't know how else to say this.
Don't make excuses for this monster.
No, did you guys not see when you first showed up to the castle? Did you not look outside?
See what's that this is the dark manifestation of evil and...
No, there was a parking lot out there you had to walk through in order to get up, and right up front...
Well, yes, I mean, some people park their wagons.
Yes, right up front was Dracula's fancy wagon, and did you notice what was in front of that wagon?
Oh, that dumb sign that only lets the certain people park there when they're...
blue sign with a white person in a wheelchair, white wheelchair.
Yes, and Dracula's not obviously white. Or
no, he's not.
Wheelchair.
But the thing is, like, that's a handicap spot. Did you notice... If you idiots would have taken the front door, you would have noticed that there is a nice ramp that leads up to the front door. Did you notice that at all?
Oh no! I mean, but it didn't make sense. It wasn't a ramp. I mean, why would there be a 45-degree slant and jutting up literally like 7 floors? Like, how is that even practical?
You're absolutely right, Belmont, my boy. Like, why would I notice some ramp when I am busy thinking about all the D I'm going to be slaying later?
Like, what are you getting at?
All right, what I'm really trying to tell you guys is...
You know what? Forget it. We don't need your sabotage. You're just trying to plant sympathy in our mind. We are going to solve this mystery ourselves.
All right, man. Well, best of luck to you. And good luck in there.
Whatever.
All right, see you later. I'm going to go back
There's
to
absolutely nothing that could surprise me.
You're absolutely right, Belmont, my boy. There is nothing that's going to keep us from slaying this D, from me grabbing this D with my bare hands and squeezing the
Okay,
life.
well, that is about enough. All right, so there it is. There, the doors to Dracula's chambers. Though there is a button you can push that seems to open the doors automatically. That's a little odd.
Large silver button. Could be made from real silver, probably from the other slayers he's killed.
What? As we look back, Vinny's like riding the chair that goes down the well, that's pretty convenient. That's we should have taken that up here.
Oh, yes, Belmont, my boy. It's amazing, the technology they have. They don't even need a staircase. They can just sit on a chair.
Do you think Dracula's grandmother is visiting?
Ooh, it could be. That would make a lot of sense. And maybe that is why he parked in the handicap spot.
I'm going to kill the D, and then I'm going to get his grandma's
Oh,
D.
that old broad is going to get it for sure, my boy.
High five.
D high five, yes.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. And before we go to kick the doors, someone pushes the button and it just automatically opens
really slow,
dramatically.
Slow.
Oh well, that was a little anticlimactic, but none of. And then he sees it.
Ooh, who?
Excuse me, where can I find Dracula?
I am Dracula.
No, I mean the vampire who owns the castle, Dracula. However you pronounce it.
That is me. Look at this shit. And then so the audience knows what me and Nate are picturing in our heads is Dracula is in a wheelchair, a lot like Stephen Hawking's, when he's got the little straw that he uses to move around and his head's kind of kicked out to the side and he's got the little computer pad and he does a little donut and on the back of his wheelchair is like a little personalized license plate that says Dracula on it. Yeah. And then he does a little donut.
License to kill.
It looks like this is the moment, D hunters. Prepare to meet your demise.
Time out. He's just gonna turn Van Helsing. This is not maybe an illusion. Throw something at it. Use one of your
I don't
gadgets.
think it wise to throw something. Oh my god! To throw something at a handicapped person.
I threw something at him and
It just straight hits him in the dome. Is that all you got, bitch? Bring it on.
I have lived 2,000 years. You think that can get me down?
Come at me, D hunters. You go first, Belmont, my boy. You attack him from the front, and then I will leave out the back.
Helsing, I've always admired your lack of scruples, and I think this is your moment. I've always wanted to let you have the honor of killing Dracula.
Okay, very well.
Do it, you bitch.
Oh my god, it seems I'm fresh out of steaks and garlic. I will run back to the wagon and...
Make my day.
God, he's kind of an asshole. Do you have anything laying around, Belmont, my boy, that I could just stab this handy-capable person with? Don't just stand there, bitches. Bring it on.
I don't know. On one hand, he is the source of all evil and demons in this world, but on the other hand, I just don't feel comfortable with this Van Helsing.
Me either, my boy. I feel actually awkward just looking at
Your
him.
mother's a whore. I had her the other night. Ha 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 ha.
God, he's such a dick, though.
Well, he is. I mean, maybe it is our job to put him in his place.
Before we do this, are we still being broadcast? Because I don't want to be known as the D hunter who slayed a handicapped D. I want to slay a firm D, not this thing.
All right, hold on, Wheels. Let's check the chat, and we look out of the balcony window, and we can see the projected how are we polling right now?
Like these sons of bitches.
He's just wow, talk about insensitive.
Yeah.
It's 2021. You've
picturing
never
a lot
seen
of
somebody
hate
in a
comments.
wheelchair.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Right.
Get out of here.
Treat him like a real human being, you piece of shit. Go up there and stab him. I don't. Belmont,
You're as straight as a crazy straw. Ha, ha, ha.
You know what? Fuck this! And he sucker punch. He punches wheelchair Dracula. Is that all you got, pussy? You almost knocked my fake teeth out.
Okay, he doesn't even have teeth. I'm done here. You know, you're a bully, and that is the real, like, what you have to live with. Just being a bad person. It's not about a wheelchair. It's not about the fact that you've summoned hordes of minions. It's about that you're a bad man, Dracula.
Wait, Belmont, my boy, I think this is one of those things where we can kill two birds with one stone. We will kill this Dracula, but we will also do it in a way that looks like an accident. Let's unplug his battery and push him down the stairs. Not only will that be hilarious and an acceptable way for this monster to vanquish, but we could easily run out the next window and get the fuck out of here.
Wow. It's gonna be a hard pass for me.
Are you sure? Like, I'm already over there, like, unplugging his battery. Sucker punch. He talked about my mother.
Wait. You're the first person to treat me like I am ever since the accident.
Well, I was gonna call you a horrible monster, but you're in that chair, and it's making me feel rather uncomfortable.
I wanted to make fun of you because everybody makes fun of me, and it's just not cool, and I just wanted to be the one with the last laugh. Ha, 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 ha.
Oh my
tear.
God, I'm crying as well.
Get yourself together, Van Helsing.
He made a sad story, and I feel for him. I was living out of the gutter not 2 weeks ago, if you don't remember.
You were. You know, listen, Dracula, Drac, whatever your name is.
D.
Would you have ever actually invited us to dinner? Not this dinner for schmucks bullshit, but, like, you know, as friends. As two rivals who take a moment to share communion around one table. You with blood of an innocent and us with food.
I pictured us at one point high-fiving and eating dinner together, and then we would reminisce over stories about how I fucked both your mothers.
Fucking get him, Van Helsing. Get him.
This son of a bitch is going down. Quick, Belmont, my boy, out the window. We'll take his handicap car. It only goes downhill from here.
Literally, it's the ramp just goes straight down.
Posse, get inside. It's easier now. And
It plays like the Monsters theme song.
I picture I have like an old jalopy horn on, like. Then I think we would have wrapped it there. I think that ending.
I think we need to wrap it there. I think we need to wrap it 15 minutes ago.
No, that was hilarious.
You know, patrons, thank you for asking for this. Like, we don't have written proof, but I know that we know that you wanted this.
Yes, you wanted this.
You asked for it, and we delivered.
Yeah. To the best that I could do. I'm sorry I couldn't bring back Vinny. That was me being tired and
Right. That's the real handicap, is that you could not do the I want to go back and like play that voice on loop. Like, I could not recreate that if I tried.
I couldn't either. I tried. I literally sat here and tried.
Marlon Brando with cotton balls and marbles in his mouth, but also with like a hint of Transylvania.
Right.
It was, I mean, you should have been at the Golden Globes. Like,
For that one line of dialogue.
honestly, like, we're never bringing Vinny back though.
No,
like,
Vinny's
you
dead.
can't recreate it. Vinny,
No.
like,
Vinny,
he's not like literally dead. I mean, we'll run into him again maybe, but
No, I'm picturing him being at the base of the stairs when Dracula's wheelchair started flying down and they got taken out together. And Sheila was like, oh my God. 2 D's all piled up together.
be right back. Hold my drink.
Where's my Reuben? Reuben.
I just imagine she like escapes through like a sewer line. Like, it goes down. All right. Well, thank you for being a patron. And I think we learned today that it can always get worse.
It can.
It can. So be happy with what you get.
Just when you thought we couldn't get any lower, we proved you wrong again.
This will maybe not make it into the podcast.
We'll see, but you get it regardless.
Let's see. We'll have to hear it back.
Love ya.
Bye.
Bye.